Morning gang, that's us here in Yanbu. We're on the way to Medina, something about 4 hours drive. It's getting bright, it's getting hot, but we're gonna get there sometimes around lunchtime. As we were traveling here on the motorway, crossing the desert from one of the cities, from to Medina, I spotted that long chain of trucks, all the big trucks with the heavy loads, and that absolutely reminded me about the caravans, but instead of camels, they're all the big massive diesel trucks. This was an absolute disaster when we were traveling through Medina. We stopped on the pedestrian crossing to let somebody cross the street, and this driver rear-ended us and we wasted hours. Eventually we arrived to Medina, but without a little bit of a hiccup. We got a rear-ended on the roundabout by the Sudanese gentleman and spent 2 hours waiting for police to come over and write a report. So we're running late. Now we're going to Masjid al Nabawi, which is the mosque of the Prophet, the second most important mosque in Islamic world. Very important for the Islamic people. It's the place of a burial of the Prophet Muhammad himself. And from there, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. We just went to some crazy makeshift market. A lot of people traveling through that area from the mosque into the car park, so clearly the people are setting up some stalls and selling trinkets and other bits and pieces. So crazy as everywhere. A lot of traffic, a lot of people, crazy amount, foot traffic, car traffic, but we're closer and closer to the mosque itself. We're on the approach to a mosque, getting closer in. I can see the gate. No suitcases into the mosque. As you can see the sign. Here inside the Mosque of the Prophet, and you can see those awesome umbrellas to protect the pilgrims from the sun. And here are the same umbrellas, but they're not extended, they're still retracted, folded in. And you can see the entrance over there, people sitting around and having dates as fruit, not as such. We're here inside on the courtyard in the front of a mosque, which is a part of a mosque anyway, but it's actually a very nice mosque, I have to say. Really nice. Not as, I think the one in Abu Dhabi was a little bit nicer in terms of the looks, but this one, yeah, it's really cool with all the umbrellas and the courtyard and the whole lot. So here inside in the mosque, Just having a stroll down in between the pillars. No shoes, obviously, modest dress code, just to respect the culture and the religious beliefs of the host nation here. But yeah, it's nice and chilly. The feeling is nice and cool, and just beautiful architecture around all the pillars and columns and lighting. Very nice. See the tarp ceiling, chandeliers, and praying areas, and chair for imam. Down here, corridor, marble floors, and all the pillars there, all around. Here. So that's the interior of the Mosque of the Prophet in Medina. Really nice, very cool mosque. You can see it's a very big mosque. It's supposedly able to take up to 2 million people at the same time. Maybe from in the inside and the outside at the same time. But it's an absolutely beautiful mosque, and you can see so many people devoutly practicing their religion, which is kind of encouraging at the same time, because it's not easy to practice, religion, especially now in these days, and a very conservative society. So maybe it's much easier for them, but I wish it was as easy for Christians as it is for Muslims. So that's us in the mosque of the Prophet. On the way back to the car, and grabbed some Pakistani food. We found some Pakistani restaurant on the way from the car park, and then 3 hours drive towards Jeddah. So a little bit of driving to do. We'll be driving at night again, so need to be worried and careful for the camels, which have the tendency to walk right in the front of the cars. We left the mosque and the people are coming in at 3:15 to prayer, and they're congregating towards the mosque as we have left. Tried and tested Pakistani food, Pakistani restaurant right here around the corner. We're gonna have some nice food right in this place. Pakistani food. I hope it's Pakistani, because Pakistani was delicious the last time we tried.